Shit.
Wait.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to the scene. It is
Effed Up Radio.
All up in your ear holes, abusing you, trying to teach you what's right and wrong. If you don't know, now you know somebody. Here I am, here you are, here he is. And I am StablestSHADY on the beats. This is
Twiggz Rivera. What's going on, New York, and everyone else in the USA? Love, very much love.
And we have
the Mysterious Monk, as always, from Houston, Texas.
So we're gonna be starting this. We're gonna be starting this humble podcast with some. Yeah, look at me in the face. We're gonna be starting this podcast. We're gonna be starting this podcast with some new topics. We're gonna be talking about some gun control. That's the new hot button for today. Let's see who snaps first. Dun, 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 dun.
Hot button topic off the bat.
Yeah, let's see who freaks out first, because I for one do not own a gun, but it would be, I wouldn't say it would be nice, because some people shouldn't own guns, but maybe if you take away all the guns from everybody, maybe that'll make, like England, you know, like even the cops don't have guns. Like it should be like that. Maybe we'll all get along better.
You know,
No way.
Really? You think
There's
so?
no way. I mean, yes, they have a way lower crime rate, but they're also scared of the queen. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's still a good reason. Like Trump already showed that we have no disregard for government or Senate or anything. So
I mean, I don't know.
You know, like that. I think if nobody has anything to hurt people with it, how can they hurt people with it? You know, if you can't get a gun, how could you shoot somebody? You know,
On the street.
My only thing with that,
that's what I'm saying. On the street.
I can understand the logic, because if it doesn't exist, then how can you use it, right? But then at the same time, I feel like it's kind of too late for America. It's been rooted since the beginning, since the country's been created. And people there's way more guns than there are people in this country.
Yeah, smuggling became an art form.
And they're well over half of the population that's probably rooted hard into, you know, if not, you know, for guns, definitely advocating for them, you know, constantly. And the shit is like, if you pull that shit away, yeah, the guns probably won't exist. But there's so many of them. How can you get them all? It's one thing. Two, if you leave enough in the street, people are going to rebel, because then there's that whole other part about, you know, what's happened in the Constitution and stuff, and all this other stuff, you know, and people are going to spiral out. You already got shit running around like QAnon and all these other conspiracy theories, and, you know, people, you know, the political climate is all fucking mixed up. So you rip that shit away, I don't see that working well.
No, absolutely not, because there's so many guns still on the street, like you said. Even in states like Illinois and New York, you know, where gun control is so strict, there's still guns on the streets. They still have the highest murder rates. So it's not like you take those guns away or take the right to own a gun away, it's going to solve the problem. Because it's not.
But I don't think everyone should have a gun either. I'm with that. Like, you have to vet that shit. You know, you can't just let people walk around with a fucking a weapon that's known to murder people on a daily basis.
Yes.
You know, and just have.
Well, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people around here, you know, well, I live in Texas also, like I said, but my dad walks around with his gun every day, you know, but he has a permit to conceal carry.
That's cool.
Which is also on top of that.
Like
You know
I'm
what
not
I'm saying?
against
So
it.
they just made it legal to conceal carry without a permit.
Dude, by any chance,
I think that is out of line. Personally.
Do you happen to know, like, what are the requirements for the permit, to get a permit? Like, do you take like a test? Do they check your background?
They definitely check your background. You go through an FBI background check before you get it, before you're able to get a weapon. And if you have any prior convictions of drug charges or felonies or anything like that, then you cannot get a gun.
Unless you could do like some kind of like appeal.
No, there's no way. There's no way. If you have anything like that, a felony, definitely you are not allowed to have a gun.
It's the same thing over here.
But what if they did that for even just to purchase the gun to begin with?
But that's what it is. You have to go through that background check. Right, exactly.
No, but there's
That's
some
how you
states that
purchase
have
them.
like open carry. You just got to prove that
It
you've
is
been
open
living in the
carry,
state for a
but
while.
even when you're
No, not at all. You just have to show. Well, I mean, I guess you have to have a legal Texas state ID and everything like that. But
even
as
in
long
those
as you're over the
states,
age of 21
you
and you can
still
pass the
got
background check, then you're fine.
No, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, G.
you still got the waiting period, they call it.
What waiting period?
I don't know if it's 3 days, a week, or whatever. Is that
Absolutely not, because whenever I went to go purchase my 9mm, I got it that very same day.
yeah?
Yeah,
In Texas.
in Texas.
All right.
Okay.
I think in other states it's different.
No, actually, I think it goes case by case or something like that. Like if you're an immigrant or something like that, it's a legal citizen and things like that, then you have to wait a certain period or something like that. But not everybody has to wait that period, because I have heard of people that have to wait like 48 hours or something like that before they can actually go pick up their gun after they purchase it.
Yeah. No, because like
So
I think in if I remember right, and if anybody's watching and knows better, please leave a comment, correct us. I think in Virginia you have to show that you've been living there. I think from about 3 to 6 months, or something in that range. And then,
I mean, that could be the thing. I mean, I was living here for years.
And you once you prove that you go with your license or whatever proof you have, you purchase and you can purchase the gun. And I think that was for the end. That's for open carry. Now, if you want to then walk around with it. Like let's say for instance, I guess if you get caught with it, concealment, you get into I don't know what the actual. I never asked actually. I wonder what the penalty is for that.
I have no idea, honestly, because over here we also have what's called the castle law. Before even this gun stuff started happening or whatever, we have the castle law, which means that you can have any kind of gun in your home or in your vehicle for protection purposes.
That makes sense.
So
that means protecting your cat, so I get it. Castle law.
Right, exactly, the castle law. So, but now we have open carry with a permit, and now we have concealed carry without a permit, which I think that should definitely be both have to have a permit, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think that you have to be vetted. Like there are people who, and then there's that too, right? Like because even if you do that, it's not gonna solve it by all, and it's probably not gonna minimize it by very much.
No, not at all.
Because then you have people who have mental health issues who are undiagnosed,
and under the radar.
And you know what's a crazy thing? So I read somewhere that most young men between the ages of 18 and 25, probably, I don't know if it's most of them. That seems arbitrary. So between that age frame, they can get schizophrenia, right?
Really?
It doesn't mean that necessarily makes them violent, but apparently that there's some correlation within that age frame, right? And if these guys are underdiagnosed, and let's say they go on these now after 18, you're a young man, you can go ahead and purchase your gun. You go purchase your gun, and then 2 years later, you start getting some symptoms, and all of a sudden you get fired from your job. Find out your girlfriend's been fucking the old neighbor next door or some crazy shit, and that, or it's all in your goddamn head because you don't even have a girlfriend because you have to, and then you go ahead and shoot up someplace.
So busy walking.
Oh no, even that, like even a regular person going through the same things can't deal with the stress, have a momentary mental breakdown, and start banging away. How do you stop those things? How about people just arguing?
I understand that, because I mean, I was 27 before my depression actually hit. My depression got so bad that I actually contemplated using my fucking pistol against myself. Like it got bad, but luckily I didn't get that far into it. You know what I'm saying? I was able to bounce back.
That's interesting you brought that up. I wonder, is there anything like that? Like if somebody, let's say, was committed in the hospital for an attempt of suicide.
Yeah, if you have anything like that, then no, you cannot purchase a gun.
Yeah, but what if you already had the gun? Do they take away your license and your guns?
You're supposed to.
You're supposed to forfeit it.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Exactly. But then there's people that know how to fuck the system. Excuse my French. They know how to fucking play the system. And they say, oh, it was stolen, or they already sold it and they just show a fake bill of sale, or they just call the cops and get a police report. That's all you really have to do. Once you get that police report saying that it was stolen, then you're in the clear.
What about these? I forgot what there's a specific name for it, but it's the 3D printed guns, the plastic guns.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Them fake polymer ones. I don't know. People over here say that, or at least from what I've heard, you don't need to actually serialize these guns or anything like that. So I have no idea what is actually up with that.
That's the big argument about it, because people can make them and it could be unlicensed and unregistered. No one would know it exists.
Right.
But then there's the ammo, right? That's the only part that bugs me out. Like, you can't 3D print fucking ammo. Like,
no, but you can recase ammo.
Oh, I didn't. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
watch people buying large amounts of, gunpowder.
I mean, they were doing it over here in Texas because there was a shortage of a 223, which is the AR-15 round, and 9mm. So people started recasing them.
Texas really loves their fucking guns.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They sure do.
That's some shocking information I just learned.
Yeah.
They ran out. Well, what we can do? Like it's like long gas lines, but instead it's bullets.
Yeah, oh no, dude! Trust me. Like it was insane. You could go to the gun show and buy bullets by the pound at one point.
Like on a scale, like the way you get like grapes.
Yes,
and
like 1 pound, 2 pound, 5 pound. Like
you use like a fucking spade thing to like scoop it.
Nah. They come in a Ziploc bag already, like pre-weighed and shit. But it's insane, like you said, people in Texas, we do love our guns out here. And honestly, I love shooting guns. It's fun.
It is fun. I do enjoy it too. In a controlled environment, especially,
right.
Like you're not just drunk out there shooting at a fucking
I do that too. I've honestly done that too. And
vetting is very important.
You're pretty much listing every reason why everyone shouldn't have guns.
I mean, why?
I'm just saying.
Am I going out shooting people? Like, am I pulling guns on people?
I personally don't know that.
My gun stays at home. My gun stays at home. My gun does not leave the fucking house.
But just like any statistic, like you could be that 1 out of 10 that don't do that. What about the other 9 that do that?
That's possible.
That's not your problem, right?
It can't be.
Because I got the solution for that problem. It becomes my problem.
You see, and that's
yeah. But then it becomes what? It becomes who has the faster trigger, who can make less mistakes and then kill, not hurt anybody around you. It becomes
backwards.
It becomes kill or be killed. And that's what it would be if gun control would get stricter.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
it's like that now.
All right, so for instance, it happens.
All it is over here, it doesn't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people think twice before they pull a gun on anybody over here.
I mean, so you're saying shootings don't happen in Texas?
School shootings happen, which is a little kid stealing mom or dad's gun and shit and taking it into the school.
So the answer
who's going to be able to protect?
Fill the school up with more guns.
What?
Fill the school up with more guns, so that it could be like the rest of the state.
Let the security guards carry. I think the security guards should carry.
I'm not necessarily against that, but I do believe that if someone's shooting at you, right, they have the possibility of shooting other people around you if you're the intended target. Then you have your gun, you take it out and you do it, and then you start doing it. It's the same thing, and then the fact that the more collateral damage can come of that. I mean, I get it. I get the concept of it, but then it's also a little bit like
selfish. Yeah,
I'm trying to avoid using that word, but it becomes that because selfish. Like there's other lives around y'all, and like it sucks. That person who's shooting at you, like, I agree. Like they're coming after your life, like.
Right, and that person that's coming after you,
it's kind of like what can you do in that situation, regardless,
But they, you popping granny in her kitchen having breakfast is not a cause for self-defense. It was an accident because somebody was shooting at you first, but granny's still dead because y'all had all.
But how many other lives did you save?
Yeah, that's also true. That's a good argument.
Yeah.
But who's to say? What if you don't even hit the guy? You just lose your ammo.
Yeah, not everybody is a sharpshooter, man.
Especially under that kind of pressure.
That's why you go to the gun range.
Yeah,
but
that's why you go to the gun range and you practice.
Are people shooting at you? Are people shooting at you in the gun range? That's a whole
No,
different thing.
but
Like I could play basketball nice when I'm by myself. Put someone in front of me, fuck. Shit, like I'm just saying, it's a whole different game, and
Yeah.
and like
Yeah, I understand that.
and if you're not the Rambo that you thought you, and not you specific, I mean talking about generally you, the
No,
general
yeah.
you. If you're not the Rambo that you sort yourself out to be, you're still gonna find yourself in a bad position, and you probably fuck some shit up, or probably fuck some people up. You know, and it's just like, then what? Oh, you know, he was shooting at me. I didn't mean to kill three people.
That's your only excuse, and it's not even an excuse.
And then does that would that hold up in court at that point?
It don't.
It would hold up in court.
When if you
It
accidentally
still
shoot
holds
other
up in court.
How?
if you accidentally shoot other people when you're
Yes, it
intending
still holds
target.
up in court because they are what's considered, like
me
you
ask you
said,
something.
collateral damage.
So then those people that died, their family, do they get justice?
No.
No, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, you just asked if it will hold up in court. Yes,
But
it's going to
no,
hold
it
up in
won't.
court because that's considered collateral damage. Now,
What I'm saying is that when you guys shoot at each other, it doesn't end there. Other shit keeps happening after the fact. After that day, other shit goes on, and other people are highly affected by it. You know,
right?
And even,
Okay, I understand that, but let's say
and even having a job with a carry is still this collateral damage you're talking about is people's lives. So
no, because those people are actually trained more rigorously for situations like that.
yeah, they are. That you're talking about a situation of somebody having a shootout inside of a control base. Like that's not the everyday that we're talking about. The everyday anybody.
what?
Fucking grandma. Like I said, it could be fucking little Susie. It could be fucking Fat Tim in the back having an ice cream, minding his business. Again, he just got popped for your altercation. He had nothing to do with it. He was eating ice cream on a bench.
Okay, well, let's say there wasn't an altercation. I understand that if you have some beef with somebody or whatever, and they're coming after you and you're coming after them, neither of those people should have a gun in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But what if somebody walks into a store and just starts shooting people at random, and you're the only one sitting there that has a gun that can stop them, and you
That has
accidentally
happened.
you accidentally shoot somebody that was standing right behind them?
Okay, there's 2 incidents on record that's happened. One of them, dude didn't have a gun. Second, dude shot the counter dude, the nigga that worked there, trying to shoot the guy that was sticking the place up.
I don't know where that happened, but
I feel you, but this is what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, but what I'm
it
saying-
doesn't matter where. The point is that it happens. It's
right,
like
right.
So
It
you
does
can't
happen.
you can't just trust everybody with a gun. Is what I'm saying.
No, absolutely not. And I think there should definitely be more testing and things like that in order to get a permit or anything like that.
What if there was something? I know this is not okay. So this is super hypothetical and probably even sound naive in you know, silly
Say
way.
what you gonna say?
But what if you have a weapon that's not deadly that can stop them just as much as a bullet can stop them? Then would that be suffice? Or is it that you have to just murder this guy because he's trying to murder you?
No, absolutely not. Because I think people that do things like that should definitely be accountable for what they've done.
Yeah.
They cannot. I don't think they should be able to take the easy way out,
I agree
or
with you
be
there.
allowed to take the easy way out.
And that is the easy way out. But first of all, self-defense is anything lower than what you're being attacked with. So if you're being attacked with a gun, anything lower than a gun, knife, your fists, nunchucks, a fucking dish towel. It's like if he just so happened to die, self-defense. Like he had a gun. But if you both have guns, you can't fucking, like in certain states, you can't claim self-defense.
I was about to say that has to be a certain state thing, because over here in the state of Texas, if somebody's shooting at you and you shoot back and you kill them, then that's self-defense.
Oh, well, yeah, well,
Not
yeah,
over
that makes
here.
sense because they allow guns generally.
Exactly.
They champion
that's
guns,
a gun
if anything.
state. Places like New York, no, no. Just a simple fact that
I mean, y'all aren't supposed to have guns in the first place in New York.
It's too
Exactly.
populated. It's too dense. Yeah,
We're not supposed to have guns,
It's not.
but
it's too
somehow
many
they're
people.
here, and people are shooting each other over a disagreement. I stepped on your sneaker. Oh, you got to shoot me over that.
Exactly. And if you get to the point where everybody has guns, like over here in Texas, things like that won't happen.
I want to see something real quick.
Things like that will not happen. Well, they will happen. Okay, won't happen.
no.
Excuse
See,
my wording. Excuse my wording. They will happen a lot less.
You see where you fucked up, right?
They will happen a lot less if everybody had guns, because they happen a lot less over here. People don't just get shot at random like that for things like that over here.
Nah, nigga. No. Just making them legal is not gonna keep you safe because there's so many illegal ones already here. You know? So
I don't know.
That's almost like getting arrested in jail.
That actually does fucking happen here in Texas.
It's called solitary. When you're in solitary, you're arrested in jail.
No, I'm talking about you catch a whole nother charge while you're sitting in fucking jail and they take you right back through booking.
Yeah, you can do that. But that's not but that's not getting arrested in jail technically. Because you're already in jail, so they're not re-arresting you.
It's called being re-arrested or rebooked or whatever.
Because they have to process you out first before they rebook you. They can't book you while you're booked. Is what I'm saying.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They do that. They book you on a new charge.
I did a quick Google search real quick just because I was curious, and I would check to see which state. And this is just a quick Google thing. I don't know how much evidence this is rooted in, or anyway, so apparently the state with the highest mental illness case is Nevada. I looked into Nevada and to see if they allow guns or open carry, and they absolutely do.
Okay.
See that makes no sense.
Yeah, but then you know what I think there's another recipe to that, and I'm curious about.
And that too.
How many shootings happen there?
And Nevada's a gambling state. A lot of people get shot and robbed and all types of stuff over there.
Oh, do they though?
Yeah. Just because you don't know about it.
I mean, there was a TV show. What was the name of that TV show that they had over there in Reno County or whatever the fuck?
Reno 911?
No, not Reno 911.
I'm gonna arrest you.
It was called like something PD or some shit like that. Live PD or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but they would actually show people in booking in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's like a fucking waiting room at the fucking at the welfare office. You're just sitting in a chair and you have to move over chairs and everything while you're getting processed in.
Sounds pretty.
You think the mental illness could be related to like substance abuse over there, and that's probably why?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Right, like because all the gambling, all the stuff that's there.
Absolutely.
All of it, guaranteed.
Yeah, so that's not. I don't think that's a fair assessment then to say that mental health there with guns, because substance abuse can be a form of mental illness, but it's not the mental illness that I'm like generally
no. I mean, even
concerned
substance
about.
abuse. Substance abuse can cause other mental illnesses.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure. And especially it could bring something that has been dormant in someone.
Right, recess things. Yeah, absolutely.
Like rape.
What?
What happened?
You want to talk about something?
What's going on here? We're talking about pandas, right?
What?
Panda.
But yeah, I know over here in Texas, that gun control or whatever the gun laws that we have are working here, in my opinion.
Okay.
We have had some shootings, but we don't have mass shootings. Like, what was that place in San Bernardino? You remember that couple that got into that shootout at that office or whatever, and then they got in a high-speed chase with the police and started a whole shootout in the middle of the road? Things like that don't happen here in Texas.
Okay.
I mean, but I don't mean to count it so much, but you can't say like things like that won't happen in Texas. I
mean, they haven't. And Texas have had they have had loose gun laws for a long time, since before I moved here.
I don't know, the state everywhere is changing. Also, like, okay,
we don't need them.
So you haven't had them for a while. It hasn't happened.
The last mass shooting that happened here was in 2000 and excuse me, it was either 2017 or 2018.
I heard that there's been a lot of people moving from Cali to Texas.
Yes,
there have been a lot of people coming from other states into Texas. Texas, for some I don't know, I don't want to say some reason, but evidently it's been a booming town.
Right? Property tax is cheaper.
That's probably it. Or it could be a bunch of other things. That's
the price of living is cheaper.
It's a lot of appealing aspects to Texas. I've never visited,
Yeah.
always wanted to. Hopefully one day soon. But
So, it's like the fucking devil's oven in here.
okay, maybe we won't visit anytime soon. But
I'll visit, but I ain't staying.
so all these people who are coming into the state aren't going to change. Let's not talk about the political climate, but I'm talking about like necessarily the attitudes of people who grew up in that culture of lax gun laws. Now have it. Now are angry, and they're not necessarily from Texas, but are in Texas. Like, so, I still think that the capabilities of mass shootings are possible anywhere in the states because this has happened randomly anywhere already. I think it's hard to do it though. Thinking ahead as much as you possibly could would be the best thing you could do for everyone in the state. But how do you prepare for everything? You can't prepare for everything, especially there's always going to be some kind of weird variable that causes a situation that's going to be unforeseen.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, very true. I don't know, man. I grew up in New York, gun laws are strict as hell over there. And when I moved over here, I was just like, wow, it's amazing. I can actually own a gun over here when I hit the right age, because you have to be over the age of 21 in order to buy a handgun. Only thing you can buy under the age of 21, at the age of 18, you can buy either a shotgun or a hunting rifle, which an AR-15 and AK-47 are considered hunting rifles because they're not fully automatic or 3-round bursts. They're semi-automatic, one shot at a time.
What 14-year-old needs that?
Not 14-year-old. You still have to be 18 years old in order to purchase one yourself.
Got goddamn babies shooting each other. It's on my pacifier. Holy shit, Daddy! Don't touch my shotgun. What?
But yeah, no, they're only allowed to buy them though for hunting purposes and things like that. Because over here, parents do teach their kids about hunting and things like that at a very young age. If I had the property and everything like that, my kids would be learning how to shoot and everything too. Yeah. My oldest son is only about to turn 10 years old. No, I'm sorry, 9 years old.
Hey man, if I had 40 acres, I could do some stuff with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm talking about?
What?
I'm just saying.
Build a 40-acre slip and slide.
It's like
That sounds fun.
Oh, he'll come on down there from sooner or later. Sometimes you get stuck. That's disgusting. Some oily lady named Bertha. Sliding around her.
So it's Bertha. Bertha ruins everything.
Once you start to slide, you can't stop her. Why did I pay for this?
Excuse me.
Why did I pay for this?
Just gaining momentum. He's right behind me.
Oh, man. Start in Kansas. Start in Texas, end up in Kansas. That's a fun
Yeah,
thing.
man. I gotta travel the states, bro. I really haven't seen a lot of the states so far. I've been to Virginia, and that was cool.
I want to see everything.
I've been to the tri-state.
And I want to show you all everything.
I mean, come on.
Not of me, perverse.
New York, Jersey, Pennsylvania,
that does not count. That's still New York.
Connecticut, Delaware. Yeah, it's all like the same region, and then Virginia.
That whole area should be considered one state.
He's just making sure that you know that he local.
Yeah, everybody's the size of Texas, okay?
Yeah, no shit. You can fit like 2 New Yorks in fucking
That's
Texas.
crazy, yeah. Texas is
Everything's
huge.
bigger in Texas, huh?
I actually sent Mike a picture the other day on Instagram that showed how far the distance from one point from east to west and from north to south, and it takes about 14 hours each direction.
That's
to
crazy.
get from one point to the other.
Fucking job.
Why? I don't need all that one.
That's a fucking job right there.
Yeah, good.
14 hours? You know what you can
14 hours to travel across state.
You know what you can do in that time?
A lot.
Yeah.
I could go to work and still have 4 hours left.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
You can spend a night in a hotel, keep on the road all day again, and just
And
make
you're
it
still in Texas.
That's crazy. You're still in Texas, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes Sometimes it's worth the drive. You know, so
I mean, I know people that leave here, Houston, and go to West Texas just for hunting. You know,
It's probably like a different country for them, right?
yeah.
What kind of
There's a
terrain?
little-
I
I'm sorry?
personally,
What kind of terrains do you guys have?
Hilly, I guess you would say. There's a lot of
now when you say
marsh.
hilly, you mean like hills have eyes, hilly, or
no, definitely not like mountainous. You know? It's like little rolling hills. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly flat. There's nothing very exciting over here. No cliffs or anything. I mean, yeah, I guess there is cliffs over in San Antonio and things like that.
What about landscape wise? Is it like green lush or is it like deserty like Arizona?
No, there's definitely a lot of trees. It's not what I was expecting. I thought, people would be out here riding horses all the time. Like, you rarely see that.
I get that somebody eventually is gonna curse me out in the comments and be like, you could just freaking look at the pictures in Google and stuff like that. And, yeah, I get it, but I don't know. I just asking somebody else is a different experience. Someone who's usually from there and goes, places.
If I see you jump off a porch and jump on a horse, I will be amazed.
Word, yo.
Like, whoa, look at this.
I bet you know the name of those boots that have the little star in the back.
The what?
Those cowboy boots.
Those are two separate things.
It's a cowboy boot that has it's a little spinning metal bracket thing. It looks like a widget.
It's called a spur.
See, you knew the fucking name, and that's what I'm talking about.
It's called a spur, and you can put those on any boots, dude.
Really? Oh, I thought it came like that. See, I don't know about that.
No,
shit. But you know about that. You know about that. That's why you're my boy.
You done fucked up. Twiggy gonna put that shit on his high tops now.
Yo, I'm gonna get him some. Yo, you kidding me? Yo,
you gonna put that shit on his Nikes.
I'm gonna get some freaking some uptowns and put some fucking spurs on that motherfucker. Yeah, some fresh uptowns.
New age.
I'll tell you what, you just gave me an idea for next year's rodeo.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Hip hop sheriff. Come in some new high tops, some jeans.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
I got my chaps on.
Some pressed and pleated jeans, A nice little flannel shirt, long sleeve.
I got a Fat Farm under his shirt and shit. How you got Fat Farm under his shirt?
All about Fat Farm. Holy shit. You brought it back.
You got a flannel Fat Farm.
No, you want me to take it back? FUBU.
FUBU, yeah.
Oh no, you don't make me show my age. Don't make me do that.
Iceberg.
Sean John.
Iceberg.
I was gonna say you come out with the
Boss.
Avrex.
with the Concanade.
Oh.
Concanade, damn.
Come out with the Concanade.
Oh my god.
All checkered out, looking like a picnic table and shit. Like, look at this nigga got the hat to match and shit. Goddamn.
Oh yeah.
Pimping out.
Yeah.
Man, I need to get me a pair of Timbs. I have not owned a pair of Timbs in so long.
What, you gonna have Hennessy in the bottle too when you buy them shits?
Oh, of course. You already. I came over here just stuck on Hennessy, dude.
Fucking stereotype.
Get some oversized fitted, some Timbs, and a Hennessy bottle.
Fucking stereotype.
New Yorker.
Yeah,
half a pint of Hennessy in my back pocket.
Now all I need is some backwoods and some fucking roll up, you piece of shit.
Some Fronto.
Fonto. It's Fonto.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
I can't do that shit. Yo.
Nah, me neither, man. I couldn't smoke. I was not.
I ain't gonna lie. I smoked with some people who actually was able to do it in a way that wasn't like nauseating. So it's like a good cigar,
It does not make
I guess it all depends on the way you roll.
It does not make you a New Yorker.
What?
The fucking
hey, motherfucker! I was born there. Shut up.
Fucking Hennessy, fucking fitted hats. No, that doesn't make you a goddamn New Yorker. Son bitch.
The fuck? Living out here hasn't made me a Texan, so what do you
Yes,
mean?
it did. Yes, it did. Guadalupe.
No, because Texans say I'm not Texan.
Yes. I know you got a fucking like a 20-gallon hat just chilling
No,
right
those
next
things
to
are
you.
expensive. Those things are stupid expensive.
That's why you don't have one, because you try to get one.
My shit is on layaway, my nigga.
Size 1 gallon cowboy hats, and those things are like $400, $500.
Really?
As soon as I finish paying for that shit,
What's it made? Is it made of like cowhide or some shit? Like some kind of.
cowhide.
100%
Cowhide or leather.
Really?
Yeah, bro, dude, them
Okay.
shits are serious. I'm gonna give
That's
me
gotta
one
be
of them
heavy.
shits. Give me one of
It's
those.
sweaty.
No, not really.
I'm gonna do this shit.
There's
I'ma give
actually
you one of
this
those.
place. I'm not 100% sure where it's at. It might be Houston, but this guy actually will make you a hat. It's expensive as hell, all hell, but he will make you the perfect hat
For your head, like
that will fit you.
like
Yeah,
a
for your
tailor.
head.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that. Next time. Just because you brought it up. If he's whack, it's your fault.
No, dude, I'm telling you, he's like renowned around Texas type thing. Like, you get a hat from him, you're spending some money.
Oh, it's like that sword in Kill Bill.
Nah, it's not about
Like-
the.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a Tori Hanzo hat.
It's like a
type
Tori
shit.
Hanzo hat.
It's not about the money. It's about the quality.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not paying 2 G's for some bullshit.
No. I'm telling you, you will watch him make the hat for you.
That's pretty cool.
Type shit. Like, he'll like press down the fucking dome of the hat and everything. Like, it's crazy. I've watched it on TV and everything. They actually they did a whole little thing about him on the news during last year's rodeo,
Really?
I think it was.
We gotta go out there.
Yeah,
Get
dude,
some
just for that, I'm gonna get a demo.
Does he do that what do they call it? Like it's like when they burn it.
Brand?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you're so Texan. Yeah.
I mean, I guess he could put a brand on it. I'm not sure. I think that's actually damaging the hat doing that though.
Nah,
the only brand
I want to put
Burn
FL
it.
Network on it. Are you kidding me?
that
Like
would
a
actually
little-
be pretty cool.
A little tiny brand. Like I'll try to make it. Like I'll just heat it up and burn it myself.
Yeah. No,
Pay all
but
that money
the
and do
only-
it.
Gonna fuck that hat
From
up.
what I understand, branding is only like you brand your livestock, your animals, and things like that. Like
It used to be a lot.
kind of like a dog tag.
Yeah, let it heal first. I got you.
Yeah, but they do.
So what you're saying? So what you're saying is we got to go to Texas, raise a cow, brand him, then we make him
that.
into a hat.
Man, it's a long process.
It's a hat, yes.
Yeah, all right. I got you.
There's a process to it.
But nah, it's cool. It's cool. As long as it's one cow, we can brand them a couple times. So we'll have, we'll have like 3 hats. Yeah, we'll have like 3 hats out of that. Well, I don't know. Like my hat might take up most of that cow.
Oh man, animal activists are coming after us.
Like I'm getting a Doug Dimmadome hat, nigga. That shit gonna be like fucking 20 feet.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to fucking do this shit to walk inside, nigga. Doug Dimmadome.
You know, that actually makes me think, how expensive was Abraham Lincoln's hat?
That's all.
Back then, shit.
I wonder how they made it. I feel like they made that like a cigar and just fucking
I
rolled it.
guarantee.
Roll it? Yeah.
Guarantee that had to be the first expensive thing ever made. So like when they made his hat, them niggas was sweating and like they lost a couple
I was
pupils.
like, we gotta charge this guy.
Yeah, it was like, please, Mr. President, I lost a couple of pupils. So like they died fixing the hat for you,
Is it?
please. Like, so he's like, okay, how much? He's like, 5 G's. He's like, okay, 5 G's. All right, I'll give you that. Like 5 G's back in the fucking 1700s. Like, goddamn, son. Like that's $2 billion right now. Like, it's like,
I knew they called you
on the same.
I'm telling you, son. Like that was the most expensive hat you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. Everybody, high fives. Effed Up Radio in the scene. You know how we get down.
Always
Fuck
effed
this.
up.
Is
Fuck this.
effed up.
So join us next time when something will happen, and we'll get back to it.
Promise.
StablestSHADY on the scene.
And Mysterious Monk.
Yeah, have a good night, yo.